Be loud, be seen, be heard. In 2020, we are celebrating young people under lockdown level 3. Hey, who would have thought? Who would have known? Nobody. The world is constantly changing, and we're having to adapt to the circumstances. And so we have as a people. The past 100 days have been hectic for us as a country. But I want to commend South Africa and say, we have done well. We must really give ourselves a pat in the back and say, well done to us. We're wearing masks, we're keeping clean, we're washing our hands for 20 seconds and more. You know, we're making sure that we keep the right distance between ourselves and the other people when we are in areas that have more than one person. That 1 meter, that 1.5 that I've been seeing, I must say, we must commend ourselves as young people. In another video, I was talking about poverty. And in this one, I want to talk about unequal education opportunities. The reason why I want to talk about these two subjects together is because one feeds into the other. There are different ways out of poverty. The first step that one must take out of poverty is to decide, I no longer want to be poor. And then after that, one must take different decisions to ensure that they start making their way out of poverty. We come from different levels of poverty environments, and therefore, it will require a different set of decisions to set us on course to breaking the shackles of poverty. The problem is, poverty also limits the kind of opportunities we get to have with respect to education. By the way, education is one of the ways that one can use to let go of a place of poverty. Education. When we were growing up, it was called the key to success. Sadly, we are finding out that sometimes you can be educated and qualified and not find a job. So we must start questioning, what does success look like? Is success getting a job? Is success making a lot of money? What is success to you? Is success driving a big car? Having a big house? Is success having electricity? What does success look like? What is the picture of success if they said education is the key to success? Here's the thing. When they said education is the key to success, what I didn't hear was the fact that the key is not the thing itself. The key is that which unlocks the door for you to walk into what you're looking for. So sometimes we are holding the key, but the question is, what are we doing with it? What are we doing with this key? Mamela, if you look at the different stories of different people across the world, if you compare the amount of people that have made it in life without an education and those that have made it in life with an education, you will realize that the people that made it with an education far eclipse those that did not have an education. And when I'm talking about an education, I'm not just talking about formal education. I'm talking about the combination of both formal and informal education. I'm talking about some level of going through a process of being sharpened in a skill or a knowledge base. And the sharpening is seen in application, not just in having it. Unequal, yes. But listen, when you do have the tool, it doesn't matter where you got it or how you got it. You have the opportunity to change your life. You have the opportunity to set yourself on a different path, not just yourself, but even that of your family. How do we make even education opportunities? Let me say this. When I look at my context, I feel like technology is that thing that is here to literally flatten the curve. That's how I feel. Look, coming from a poor environment, I had to go to the nearest university. But even going to university in itself was a privilege. Now you find that I can go to university all over the world. I can go to any university almost anywhere in the world. How? Through technology. I don't have to fly there. I don't have to live there. I can just click on my computer and I'm in the institution. So I want to say the reality of an unequal society is upon us. The reality of unequal opportunities is upon us. At no point, I believe, is life ever going to be fair. What is important is, what do we do with the cards that are dealt to us? And we must make a decision. Education is the key, but it is not the whole thing. So here's the thing. I believe that we can make it out of poverty through education. I believe that we can make it out of poverty through entrepreneurship. I believe that we can make it out of poverty through being aligned with the right kind of mentors. I believe that we can make it out of poverty through a place where we find a home spiritually, where we can thrive and grow. These are the channels that have helped me break out of poverty and break into education. I decided to go back to school in my early 40s. I'm back at school as we speak. Why? Because I'm realizing that there's a certain skill set that I need to acquire in a place of training. So, I'm putting this to you. How are we using YouTube? How are we using social media? How can we use these tools to equip ourselves with what we need to break out of where we are into the dreams that we carry in our hearts? I'm putting you on a challenge. I'm saying to you, learn something new. Even if you don't get a certificate for it, decide to learn something new. Change something small in your life and apply it and see the difference it's going to make. We can never discount the place of education simply because we are finding it difficult to find work. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to start something of our own. What if what we learned at school, we could apply it in our everyday life and build something that has never been built? I'm just putting that to you. And I'm saying, let your ideas start being loud. Let your ideas be seen. Let's go to school. You may have stopped going to school because you fell pregnant. You may have stopped going to school because you didn't have resources. Let's force our way in and go back. Finish your matric. Go finish that diploma. Go finish that degree. Go for that postgraduate. Do your honors. Do your masters. Do your PhD. But most importantly, let's make sure that whatever we learn, we apply and change our lives and the lives of our loved ones and our communities. Be loud.